Lyrical Games, a new era for indie publishing. In a bold move that's sure to shake up the indie gaming world, Lyrical Media has just launched Lyrical Games, a brand new privately funded publisher for independent games. But here's the kicker. It's headed by none other than Blake Rochkind, the former head of business development at Private Division. And this is the part most people miss. Lyrical Games isn't just another indie publisher. With significant private funding and a focus on the AAA space, they're aiming to support games that live in that sweet spot between smaller indies and massive AAA productions. But who else is on board? The team includes heavy hitters like Roger Kurtz, former head of production at Private Division, and veterans from Devolver Digital, Humble Games, and Microsoft. It's a dream team, to say the least, and they're not wasting any time. Lyrical Games has already signed 3 titles, including the next game from Homeworld 3 developer, Blackbird Interactive. News and reveals for these titles are coming soon, so keep your eyes peeled. But here's where it gets controversial. Rochkind believes that in the high-end indie or AAA space, Lyrical Games can offer among the best, if not the best deal terms available right now. They're not just looking for developers, but for partners who want a meaningful say in all the ways their game will be shown to the world. Developers will always have ownership of their IP, and partnerships will always value collaboration and transparency above all else. Do you agree with this approach? Let us know in the comments. Lyrical Games, privately funded indie publisher, aims to make a big splash in the gaming industry. Imagine a gaming industry where creativity knows no bounds and innovation is the ultimate goal. Welcome to the world of Lyrical Games, a new privately funded indie publisher that's ready to take the gaming scene by storm. But here's where it gets interesting. Lyrical Games is not your average publisher. With a focus on taking substantial swings and pushing the envelope, this company is on a mission to disrupt the status quo and bring fresh ideas to the table. As reported by Variety, Lyrical Games is the brainchild of movie production company Lyrical Media, and it's being led by industry veteran Blake Rochkind, formerly the head of business development at Private Division. With a team of experienced professionals from Humble Games and Devolver Digital on board, Lyrical Games is poised to make a big splash in the industry. But what sets them apart from other publishers? For starters, they're not afraid to take risks. In a statement posted on Blue Sky, the company expressed its desire to work with creators who are bold enough to take creative risks and substantial swings in an increasingly risk-averse industry. And this is the part that's got everyone talking. Lyrical Games is not interested in building a live service billion-dollar empire. Instead, they're focused on backing exceptional games that prioritize creativity and innovation over quarterly earnings. As Rochkind explained, obviously, there was a super cycle in the games business, and many people are exiting or canceling projects. So a huge part of our philosophy was that this is a really unique moment in time. With 3 projects already under its belt, including a new title from Hardspace Shipbreaker developer Blackbird Interactive, Lyrical Games is hitting the ground running. But here's the million-dollar question. Can they really make a difference in an industry dominated by layoffs, project cancellations, and funding difficulties? Rochkind believes that Lyrical Games is well-positioned to succeed, despite the challenges. I want to be very clear, some things we do will be projects that are paper pitches that are not releasing for 3 years. However, there were some things that came about because of when we started this company. And because we were able to pick up some opportunistic things, we have some games that will be announced very soon and will be coming out in 2026. So, what does the future hold for Lyrical Games? Only time will tell, but one thing is certain, they're not afraid to think outside the box and challenge the norms. As the gaming industry continues to evolve, it's exciting to think about the possibilities that Lyrical Games could bring to the table. But we want to hear from you. Do you think Lyrical Games has what it takes to make a lasting impact on the industry? Share your thoughts in the comments below. and this is the part most people miss. The fact that Lyrical Games is not just a publisher, but a potential game changer. With their focus on creativity, innovation, and risk-taking, they could be the catalyst for a new era of gaming. But here's the controversy. Some might argue that their approach is too risky, too unpredictable. Others might say that it's exactly what the industry needs. So we ask you, are you ready to take a chance on Lyrical Games and see where they take the industry? The future of gaming is uncertain, but one thing is clear. Lyrical Games is ready to make its mark. Lyrical Media launches indie video game publisher. What you need to know. Imagine a world where a production powerhouse decides to dive headfirst into the gaming industry, bringing a fresh wave of creativity and innovation. That's exactly what's happening with Alexander Black's Lyrical Media, which has just launched its privately funded indie video game publisher, Lyrical Games. Led by Blake Rochkind, a seasoned veteran from Private Division and UTA, Lyrical Games is already hard at work on 3 projects, including a new title from the creators of Hardspace Shipbreaker, Blackbird Interactive. This launch is a natural extension of Lyrical Media's diverse portfolio, which includes a slate of exciting film and TV projects like Adam Wingard's Onslaught and Michael Sarnowski's The Death of Robin Hood, starring Hugh Jackman, Jodie Comer, and Bill Skarsgård. These films, distributed by A24, join adaptations of popular novels such as Emily Henry's Funny Story, Bryn Weaver's Butcher Blackbird, and Lauren Roberts' Powerless. But here's where it gets interesting. Lyrical Games isn't just another indie publisher. They're aiming to fill a crucial gap in the market by supporting games that are too ambitious for small indies, but not quite massive enough for AAA titles. In an industry where traditional publishers often play it safe, Lyrical Games is taking a bold step by funding developers with innovative ideas, polished execution, and a clear vision for success. Rochkind, who previously headed business development at Private Division, then owned by Take-Two Interactive, and served as a video game agent at UTA, brings a wealth of experience to the table. He's joined by Roger Kurtz, formerly the head of production at Private Division, and a team of 4 other professionals with backgrounds in games publishing at companies like Devolver Digital, Humble Games, and Microsoft. Lyrical Media has already invested many millions of dollars into Lyrical Games with the goal of making a significant impact in a rapidly changing industry. And this is the part most people miss. While the gaming industry is currently facing a period of contraction, with many projects being canceled or delayed, Lyrical Games sees this as a unique opportunity. They plan to release their first games as early as next year, striking while the iron is hot. There was a super cycle in the games business, and now many people are exiting or canceling projects, Rochkind explained. We saw this as a unique moment to step in and support visionary developers. Some of our projects are still in the early stages, but we've also picked up some opportunistic titles that will be announced and released soon. We're not just making a splash, we're hitting the ground running. The team at Lyrical Games is committed to partnering with a wide range of developers, from seasoned veterans to newcomers with fresh ideas. From the very beginning of Lyrical Media, we set out to be a premier home for amazing storytelling, regardless of the medium, Black said. We want to empower passionate game creators by bridging the gap between their art and the players who will be moved by it. So, what do you think? Is Lyrical Games poised to become a major player in the indie gaming scene, or will they face challenges in a crowded market? Share your thoughts in the comments below.